Kia ora, Libra. This is your reading for this new moon in Leo. Now, it's been quite sunny here, which makes you feel quite vital, doesn't it? And now today it's grey, but that's actually quite good because it means I can get all these readings done right on the new moon. It's happening right now, Libra. So let's get the cards out. Let's see what your story is today. Storyline is for you. Just going to pull and put face down a rock, mineral and crystal card for you, and we'll pull that up at the end of the reading. Where can I put it? Here. Okay, we come out, Libra, with the card of work. The Eight of Discs. Working hard. There's a lot involved. Whatever it is that you're working on, there's many things that are being harnessed, or many things sort of woven together in this process in order to produce, to be happy with an outcome. We have, I'll talk about them. I'll talk about them more when we've got them all out. We've got the Prince of Wands coming up next, an experimental, this could be a new thing for you, experimental figure, a youthful risk taker, a youthful approach. What can we get out there? What can we achieve, Libra? We then have the Devil. The Devil's been coming up a little bit in these readings today. And we've got, the Seven of Wands. Okay, so Eight of Discs, working hard at something, repetitive, making it perfect. There's also, this is possibly something new, as I said. We get the Devil coming up next, which really is about appreciating all the earthly pleasures in life, but also not wanting to really get too attached. Sometimes it can be unhealthy. Sometimes we create thought forms which can be as real in our lives as any tangible physical thing. They can be associated with habits. It does appear, and if you haven't joined this channel before, we do go through and clarify, so thanks for joining me. And if you're coming back, thank you very much. There's something in here that you might find, Libra. You may be, for some of you out there, in a situation where you're doing something in a slightly different way, which is challenging. And you're not quite sure about how it's going to be received by other people. It's sort of like someone creating a piece of music, and it's about to go out there to the wider audience, a piece of art, whatever it is. You're not quite sure how it's going to be received. And maybe, I do get that, yeah. And maybe it sort of exposes something new to the world, to the people around you, in whatever way this works. We've then got the Seven of Wands, standing up for our principles, feeling that we need to really put it out there, you know. So that can be exhausting when we're constantly having to do that. It's the other side of it. So anyway, as we always do, we go and clarify. I meant to say that before, I think. Go and clarify, Diane. Okay, let's see what's what. Running out of room. I've got cups of tea and all sorts of things here. Right. Libra, Eight of Discs. At this time of this new moon in Leo. Again. No, not again. But we have this Prince of Swords. Something about this creation, this working away. There's something about this that you're bolstering, or it's an empowering thing for you. we've got this page, Prince of Swords, learning, understanding the machinations of our own power, but also of groups and others, and how that operates in group and in individuals. It's really quite tied in and tied up with our sense of our own, what's our level of self-esteem, power. So there's a, it's like there's a risk running through here in one way, but it's a risk. Life is full of risk. We present certain things out there. They don't always work. We present certain things out there work-wise, and they do work in a way that we desired them to. Let's look at the Prince of Wands, Libra. It's a brave thing. Prince of Wands can be a friend here, because it means that you're moving quite quickly to a goal. There's not everything is goal orientated, we're obsessed with that. But in this, I do see it like that. The Chariot, balance. Giving yourself, again, another adventurous, experimental character, the Prince of Wands. Fire of fire. Not fire of fire, but fiery creature, right? That's fueling you at the moment. That's actually giving you more balance, and it's allowing you to bring a lot of thoughts. In that 8 of discs, we're putting it into motion, action, physical reality, and it's speeding up. You're fueled, Libra. You're fueled up. New moon. Let's look at the Devil for Libra. Okay. Possibly in the past you've felt maybe restricted or bound a little bit in terms of what you desire and how to get what you desire, get a reaction. That's what I'm getting, is getting a reaction or getting feedback that you want. I don't know. Getting feedback. We're looking at the Devil with all its dependencies, attachments, codependencies, but also all the wonderful enjoyment of life's fruits. With that, we have a Nightmare card. You want to be able to enjoy the process, whether it's challenging or not so challenging. You want to enjoy it, right? 9 of, did I say wands? 9 of swords. Card of unnecessary worry, Libra. Unnecessary. It's not going to serve you. It's not going to do you any good. Sort of catastrophic thinking, like a cloud of anxiety that's sort of there. But it's non-specific. I think at this time, things are moving quite quickly for you. You're not necessarily, you don't necessarily know the outcome, of course. But it's important to keep faith in the ultimate Ace of Cups, love, expansive emotional maturity. And this is a gift that comes through, that you have access to, that is around you at this time. If there is aspects of a challenging nature going on for you at the moment, Libra. 7 of wands, standing up for our principles, in order to stand up, in order to feel compelled to stand up. We need to understand we need to understand a firm footing is required, a definite ability to come back to central point. We're swayed, blown around a lot by, not only the thought forms that sometimes we create that aren't that beneficial, but also by others' thoughts. Not only actions, but thoughts and action. Liken it to, like free radicals. Sometimes we just have to come back into a quiet central point. That's what your central point is. Coming back to that and breathe. Because there's a lot of distractions in this world at the moment. What feel like obligations in terms of constant communication. The world doesn't end because you choose to turn your phone off for a day, because there's work here. This is quite important work for you, for your sense of your self-esteem and well-being and all of that. So it's important. So blah blah, I am going on a bit. 7 of Wands, standing up for your integrity. But the thing is, it's, as I said, from that, come back to central point, which seems to be a theme running through a lot of these readings anyway, Libra. We've got the 4 of Cups. The 4s are really stable, but, water element is not. It just fills up whatever can contain it. It's fluid. Sometimes in this 4 of Cups we don't see opportunities where they appear or when they are offered, because either they're not familiar to us or we're too busy maybe trying to push a point. Whatever it happens to be for you, this is like, this is an opportunity. Queen of Swords comes with that. We understand this Queen to be so precise and clear about who they are, what they are, how they do what they do, and the choices that they make. This Queen of Swords is the consummate queen of the mind, and that means having a large level of control, mastery of that mind, of that intellect, which is not always our helpful friend. So this Queen is very powerful. And to me it speaks of being very strong within that central, I just get that, like a flute, like a, what's the word? Like a reed that joins you up there in the wider zone and connects you right down to the earth. And if there's a process going on in your life currently, at the moment, where you feel that you need that when you're moving through this, because there's some major amazing stuff that's going to come out of this time, but it's like keeping the central connection clear for yourself. So if that makes sense, great. Libra, let's just get a Brian Froud Pixie and Fairy card for you, just to give a little extra glimmer for you, Libra. Wow, yeah, it is a transitional time, and we are moving quickly, very quickly, into a new future. This is you. We get death, transition. In the process of working away here, we're leaving some old things behind and creating some new stuff. It's a wonderful thing. And then we get fairies of the future running with the ball. While the world, around you is there, remains colourful, you are part of it. But you're kind of traversing, if that's the right word, along a kind of, you're in the fast lane, as it were. You're on your own fast track somehow. Interesting. And rock mineral crystal that I pulled out earlier, face down. We've got blue lace agate. It's a beautiful stone. Kindness, good communication, peaceful outcomes, love and marriage. Libra. So that's interesting. On that note, I hope you got something from this, and please do like and subscribe, comment. It's wonderful, and I do appreciate it very much. So on that note, have a wonderful new moon and beautiful Leo. Enjoy the week. Take that blue lace agate with you through the week, and we'll see you next time. Libra, ka kite, bye.